This presentation is brought to you by the Electronic Motor Racing Network. We are a for-hire broadcaster. If you would like us to stream your league, contact DayPaulB661 on Discord, member number 1015. Thank you, and enjoy the race.
Hello and welcome to TI Racing NASCAR Cup Series on the Electronic Motor Racing Network. We are presented by Apex Sage Coaching. Get your coaching needs at ovals or road courses at Apex Sage on Twitter. And we are also presented by Drive Business Solutions. Get your business solutions on Drive. And my name is Jesse Ratham. Joined with me is Alan Bledsoe. We are at Richmond International Raceway here this evening. We are doing 100 laps in the NASCAR TI Racing Cup Series. And I am looking forward to this short track here tonight. These guys are going to be close quarters, bumping through the corner. Expect to see somebody move somebody and somebody else to get mad. Alan, we're here tonight at Richmond Raceway. And we are going to have some fast guys tonight. You guys are looking at the end of practice here, getting ready to go into qualifying. Who are you watching tonight, Alan?
I'm not going to lie. Tonight I'm watching Dylan Parker. He is a full tenth of a second faster than anybody else. And then AJ Stravato. I mean, those guys have absolutely dominated this racetrack. Or, not this racetrack, but dominating the season, and it's just fascinating to watch, to be completely honest. But it's Richmond. Everybody loves a short track. Who here doesn't love a short track where you're just beating and banging with everybody else, just having a blast? And, yes, there's going to be some contact. I'm sure of that. But we do only have 16 drivers in the field, so as we watched somebody just cream the barrels at the end of pit road wall.
Yeah, absolutely. And these guys doing a lot of messing around right now. I've been watching Dylan Parker try to drift around turn 1 and 2. Has some amazing car control. Haven't seen him quite complete the corner, but has gotten close a few times. You mentioned Dylan Parker out front, a tenth of a second for AJ Stravato right now. But how about look at positions 3 through, pick a number, 3 through 10. Those guys are separated by less than a tenth of a second. 0.60 to a 0.70. So these guys very close in time. I would expect close racing. Some guys getting wrinkled fenders, getting upset. But otherwise, great night. Look at the car control on pit road by Dylan Parker, AJ Stravato. Guys just enjoying the few minutes of practice they have left.
I mean, these guys are world class, honestly, as the checkered flag has just come out on the practice session. So
So we're going to get qualifying going here, and while these guys qualify, we're going to take you to the racetrack to get our prayer and national anthem. So we will be right back after you hear the national anthem and your prayer presented by Apex Sage Coaching and Drive Business Solutions.
This presentation is brought to you by the Electronic Motor Racing Network. We are a for-hire broadcaster. If you would like us to stream your league, contact DayPaulB661 on Discord, member number 1015. Thank you, and enjoy the race.
All right, and welcome back to the Electronic Motor Racing Network. We are watching the TI Racing Cup Series, and we are in the middle of qualifying here, as Dylan Parker is currently on the pole with a 21.41. Looks like we're waiting on AJ Stravato to finish up. He was the closest challenger in practice. And
Dylan
he is
Parker
on track
is
now.
on the wrong side of pit road.
I think he's just having fun. He's just having a good time. It's AJ Stravato to the pole with 21.389. So about a tenth faster. Dylan, I thought he only made one lap. Looks like AJ also elected to do just one lap. Obviously, these guys think the second lap is a waste of time and going to have tire fall off anyway. So
there is a lot of tire fall off here at Richmond. Yeah. It's more actually than in real life. Tires wear out a lot here.
Yes, sir. So Colby Wells ran 2 laps. His second lap, 0.2 of a second slower. So obviously these guys have done their homework and realized the second lap is a waste of time. So they're just going to go drift around and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And right now it looks like we're wrapping up qualifying. And these guys are going to jump into the Discord to do their drivers meeting. And while they do that, we have got, are you able to show the driver lineup?
The what?
The driver lineup, who got pole, who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Let's bring up the standings banner here. So AJ Stravato is in first, and pull this over. You can see it.
And
Dylan Parker is in second.
Yep, and Dylan Parker is going to be on the outside pole this evening, was followed by the 57 of William Anderson, and the 45 of Colby Wells is going to be starting in fourth place.
David Stringle is going to be in fifth place, and in sixth is going to be the 88 of Jaden Porter.
Yep, and his teammate right behind him, Patrick Thompson, in the 99. And then the 19 of Barrett Morton, coming off that great run last week at Michigan, coming home P2 with a strong run.
Absolutely. And behind him is going to be Bryce McCoon, or Lightning McCoon, and Ryan Whitaker in the 03, rounding out the top 10.
Yeah, and then just to round out the rest of the field, as these guys are lining up to grid right now. And we've got Tim Averill in the 3 car in 11th, the 21 of Brandon Alphin, the 69 of Nick Leo, the 9 of Dalton Wilson, the 15 of Jake Vinowski. We never got corrected on that pronunciation, so I would assume that it's Vinowski or Vainowski.
I said Vainowski.
Vainowski. Well, there's another one. I'm sure he's heard it all kinds of different ways, and if he's like me and has a last name like that, probably doesn't care too much at this point.
Yeah, for the longest time, I called you Rathburn.
Yeah, and then one day you're like, hey, there's not an R in it. You know what? Just difficult last names, we learn to live with it. Envy guys like Bledsoe.
Well, my first name doesn't get spelled right very often, so.
1 L versus 2 L's. It's kind of, who knows?
Anyway, so enough about us. Let's get up to the front of this racetrack where AJ Stravato and Dylan Parker lead the way. Do we want to bring anybody in? William Anderson, he's starting third.
Could be a short lap. Probably should have done that earlier. We'll get him on the caution. I'm sure we're going to have one early. We usually do have one early in these close races. So we're going to follow around the leaders here.
Having
AJ
fun here.
Servato going to bring him down. One thing I'm hearing from these guys rolling around slow right now is a lot of chatter from the tires and the rubber coming in. So might have to keep an eye on that if there's a caution. These guys pick up some rubber on the tires. They don't get it all cleaned off. Maybe get a little slipping and sliding down in the corner.
And I forgot that this was a short track, so it's 2 laps of caution before the actual start of the race. But one thing that you may notice is all the dust that's built up on this racetrack at the very beginning. That is going to make things slick as the pace car is about to enter turn 3 here.
As the pace car is off, here we go to green. AJ Servato leading them down. Green flag is out. We're underway here at Richmond Raceway.
Oh, AJ got a great start over the 52. Here comes William Anderson to his inside, too.
Yeah, he's going to try to roll that bottom early and see if he can't get in front of that 52. We've got a wad of cars in the back, 3 wide.
45, then the 88. The 19 to the outside of the 100 there. 19 drives it off into the corner from the high side. He's actually going to complete that pass on David Stringle. And here comes Ryan Whitaker to his outside.
Yeah, and here comes Lightning McCoon right behind them on the outside. Gets a little loose.
Ooh.
Collects it. Keeps it going straight. No harm, no foul there.
No harm, no foul. This is going to be a very interesting race you saw it. The 95 got loose there. This racetrack, keep in mind, is very dirty right now. You can see the dust blowing off the back of the cars. It's going to be a little intense as the 95 just barely touches the wall going into the corner into turn 1.
Yeah, and that's easy to do when you try to arc as the 03 Ryan Whitaker bounces off the wall on turn 2. An easy place to do that.
Absolutely. Turn 2 is one of the most difficult corners on this. Actually, it is the most difficult corner on this racetrack.
It's so flat and so narrows up so much off turn 2.
Oh!
As the 03 gets loose and he collects it up, going to keep going, but he's losing 2, possibly 3 spots going into turn 3 as the 21 is to his outside. That's Brandon Alphin trying to make the pass down the front straight. Going to drive in deep in turn 1. Hoping to complete that pass to the outside. Drifts up a bit. Going to try to get a straight exit. The 03 loose again.
He's heated up those rear tires, so it's made it very difficult for him to get any kind of drive off on the exit of turn 2. So, yeah, the 95, the 19, the 3, the 21, and the 69 all got by him. The 03 went from 6th place all the way to 11th outside the top 10.
As he gets the wall again off turn 2, like you said, heated up those rear tires, but I also talked to a couple of the drivers before the race, and they said that this track was very loose. We drive the trucks and even the Xfinity cars around here, and they get very, very tight through the center of the corner, so you're cranking on that wheel, but apparently these Cup cars are just driving loose, as we're seeing the 03 slide back again. He's just has a lot of wheel into it off the edge of the end of these corners, and he's trying to put the throttle down at the same time, getting loose.
Absolutely. He's got some heavy damage on the right front of that car, so Ryan Whitaker not having a very good day already so far. Back to 12th place, right in front of Patrick Thompson.
Yeah, and that's just gonna, these guys are running clean so far. We've done a handful of laps here, still under green. These guys are starting to spread out. Looks like they're maybe starting to back up behind the 99 up there.
88 feeling some pressure from the 19. As the 95, he's one of those guys that I've actually been watching so far that early in this race, 11 laps in. He started in 9th place. He's already worked his way up to 5th.
Yeah, doing a great job so far. Somebody that's going the opposite direction is the 100 car of David Stringle. He started in 5th place and has fallen back to 10th as we run right now.
Yeah, and Ryan Whitaker, he started in 10th but worked his way up to 6th early on, and now he's 11th. We've been talking about him early on in this race. Patrick Thompson started in 7th. He's fallen to 12th.
Yeah, we're just watching these guys come and go. Who's gonna be the comers and who's gonna be the goers? Right now, the comers is the 21 of Brandon Alphin and the 69 of Nick Leo. Both of them up 4 positions from their starting spot.
As well as Bryce McCoon, who we talked about, who we just mentioned just a couple laps ago. So, definitely some comers and goers. Lap 14 into this race. This race was originally planned to be, 250 laps. They shortened the race to 100 laps to make it look more like to make it work more like the Truck Series, which we talked about last week, didn't we, Jesse?
Yes, we did. We covered that last week, trying to get these guys spread out a little more. Only 2 sets of tires. Expect a fuel run, according to some of the drivers I spoke with, maybe 30 to 40 laps, having to pit more than twice. So they're going to have to keep a set of tires in the pits while they fuel up. Going to make that car even more hard to drive on these long runs.
Absolutely. So,
and
go ahead, Jesse.
I was just going to say again, the reason they're doing this tire allotment, try to spread the field out some. Let the guys who are good at saving tires come up towards the front. They've tried this in their TI Truck League. It has worked. I talked with Chris Lewis a couple weeks ago. He said that this strategy in the truck race has produced a different race winner every single season. So trying to see if that shakeup will happen here in the Cup League as well. But right now, we've got the 33 of AJ Stravato out front, and that is a sight we have seen a lot with the 52 of Dylan Parker right behind. Right now, these guys running about a second ahead of third place Colby Wells of their teammate in that 45 machine. Again, talked with Chris. These are his TI League drivers right here in the Drive Business Solution Chevrolets. He spoke about his team, saying these guys are great drivers. Colby is a fantastic driver, one of the guys that he says has the most potential, but is very aggressive and very young. As we've got a caution on the track, the 99 is in turn 4. We're going to have to go back and see what happened. He's got the rear of that car all tore up.
Oh. Sorry, I was reading some feedback messages. What just happened?
So the 45, the 3 bounced off the wall. The 45, the 99 was to his inside. So when the 03 bounced off the wall, it came down and clipped the 99. So let's see if we can go back and show that.
Yeah, let's take a look back.
We're going to have some pit stops here with 21 laps complete. I can almost assure you some guys are going to be coming down to fuel up.
I apologize, guys. My technological advisor was distracting me.
So that happened on lap 19, if you want to go.
Let's cover these pit stops first.
Okay, fair enough. So we got these guys on pit road right now. I would be shocked if these guys took tires, but that's the whole point of this strategy. It depends on what their fuel run is. If they can think they can make it on one stop.
Oh, the 57 and the 45 both just taking fuel only.
And the 33 taking 4 tires. Going to come out towards the back. He's going to be in ninth position after that.
That is actually a very interesting strategy because, I mean, like we said earlier, tire wear is a factor here. And
Yeah,
is it possible that the 33 might be using up his tires a little too fast?
it could be, but he could also get a long green flag run right here and drive his way straight to the front of the field. And then these guys are going to have to take tires under green, and he doesn't. So he's going to have a shorter stop. Probably
52.
expects probably expects to get a gap here if he can get that long green flag run.
I saw the 52's little bubble going backwards, and it looks like he might have either missed pit road or did something extra crazy there. Let's go
Yeah,
back
why
and
don't
take
we
a
go back
look.
and let's look at the crash first. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea. What car number am I going to need to look at here?
The 99.
99. Got it. All right, so. Oh, yeah, the 03 got into the wall. The 3 was there. And the 99 was just caught up. Ah, that's really unfortunate.
Unfortunate for Patrick Thompson. He's another guy that's been caught up in a lot of wrecks that aren't of his doing. Kind of being around the wrong guy. I don't know what happened to the 03 right there to make him jerk into the wall. I don't know if he got a little bump from behind or what exactly happened, but the 99 caught up in something that was not his fault. Ryan Whitaker had been given an EOL in that 03 car. That's not going to make up for Patrick Thompson in that 99. Frustrated again, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm missing the green. Shoot.
Yeah, as the 57, William Anderson gets a good jump on the restart. And we're going to watch that 33 car come up through the field. He's got the freshest tires. All these guys up front, top 5, do not have tires. And he's making some hay on the outside, going around his the 88 of Jaden Porter, now to the inside of his teammate Barrett Morton. Going to get straightened up off the turn 2, going to get a good drive. Barrett comes down a little bit.
They almost make contact.
Yeah, going to leave him plenty of room. Now he's driving to the inside of Lightning McCoon off turn 3. As you can see, these new tires are just going to dominate. This guy's going to come to the front in no time. As long as he doesn't get held up here, going to have to make a tight turn off the corner. Coming to the inside is Kobe Wells looking to the outside of William Anderson. Not going to be able to happen.
Oh, Anderson!
And the 33 both loose off the corner.
Wow.
The 40 get to the outside as AJ Servato clears for the lead. Going to set sail here. Expect to see him drive up a huge gap to the front like we were talking about under caution.
My question is, his competition is the 52. What is the 52 going to do? Is he saving fuel? Is he saving tires? He's
got himself in a situation. So he took fuel only the first time through the pit stops. Saw that everybody else did fuel only besides AJ. Decided, you know what, I'm not going to do that. So he went ahead, came back in, got some tires on his car, but did not catch the field in time for the restart. So now he is stuck back here behind slower traffic on older tires and off pace of his pace to begin with. Going to have to be careful back here and try not to get into anybody. As he gets into the 100 right there, David Stringle.
03 still losing a little bit, or still losing his car. He cannot keep it under control down the backstretch. Coming off of turn 2, he just struggles so much.
Yeah, he does. We're gonna watch him here, see what happens off this corner. He's up high,
tight, and I mean that time he was just really tight there off the corner, but he's often so loose. As you see, the 9 car also has some damage. All 3 of these cars quite heavily damaged.
All 3 involved in that coffin there.
Not the 9.
He wasn't the one that was to right behind
No,
him?
that was the 3.
Okay.
That was Tim Averill.
2 purple cars. Move the grublet cars and go get your grublets on ice. Hashtag taxation is theft.
That's
I'm
one of
saying
Jesse's
that.
favorite sayings here.
Yes, it is. Amen. Preach it, grublets. Go get your hockey game.
There's Tim Averill, as we were just talking about. He's getting pressured from the 52, as the 52 goes to the outside, and he is more than likely going to make that pass pretty easily, as he's got the
He's
fresh
got those.
tires.
Absolutely.
So here he is, coming up on the 69 and the 88. Jaden Porter and Nick Leo, and oh, he almost catches the wall there. Great car control. Barrett Morton. So there's some things that we'd like to cover about Barrett Morton. Had a great run last week. Finished second place, racing for the lead there at the end of the race. And we have another caution, so we're going to get to that later on. Looks like
The 99 and the 03. I heard some radio chatter. The 99 not happy, obviously, with the 03's driving.
Well, let's go back and take a look.
See.
And 03 just dive bombs it.
I think the 03's just driving over.
Yeah,
Okay, well, looks like race admin has said netcode.
well, it was the 9 got into the Thompson first, and then the 03.
He just drives in too deep.
While it was netcode, I still think that was just way too close.
Yeah, as we've got drivers coming back down pit road, and look at this, your leader in the 33, as you can see on the track map, is going to stay out as everybody else comes down pit road. I would assume this is 4 tires and fill her up.
Yeah, this is about the right time to do it. As AJ Stravato, you hope he saved his tires over the last 15 laps or so. But, I mean, this is... Oh, the 57. Fuel
Right
only
sides
again.
only. I think that was right sides.
Was it right?
I'm going to go back and watch the stop here. Yeah, well, maybe not. I saw the rear end squat.
I thought it was fuel only. It was too fast to be rights from my perspective. But the 45, first car off track on all 4 tires. So this is quite an interesting strategy race.
Yeah, so I got some clarification from Dylan Parker. So we've got 52. What happened? He accidentally clicked 2 tires on the last caution. So that's what he went to the pit road for the second time. And then, so we are basically reset on strategy. What is there, a 5-lap difference between the field and the 33, other than 57 of William Anderson electing to stay on old tires? Going to take new tires during the green flag run, or whenever the next caution may be. So these guys are coming back around. The 52 saying on the radio, 33 are basically back on the same strategy. So we'll see what he's got in store. Going to be starting in P3. And I would assume, let me go back and look, but I would assume he took just 2 tires again to even his tires out. He did. He took left sides only on this stop. So that is how he gained all his positions.
So, in summation, you've got the 33 who pitted on and took 4 tires on that last caution. He's got 19 laps on his tires right now. William Anderson has not taken tires all race so far. He's I mean, I don't know what exactly he's doing, but he's trying to save as much tires as he can. The 52, he's taken 2 tires both stops, And the 45, he just took his first set of 4 tires. So the top 4 are just completely just an array of strategy here. The 95 to 21, everybody behind these guys, they are on all 4 fresh tires right now.
Yeah, so this is where you're going to see guys try to take advantage of AJ if they're able, but they've got those used tires of the 57 on the bottom. So I would expect to see the 45 of Colby Wells be able to take the most advantage of this restart if the 57 struggles. So here we are. AJ takes off. Starting 57 struggles, spins his tires big time, going to stack the bottom up. Can't pass below the start-finish line. The 52 finally goes to the bottom. William going backwards, as we expected.
Man.
Gets stuck on the high side. The 21 of Brandon Alphin stuck behind him. But coming through...
there's a wreck!
I don't know.
Who was that? Was that the 88 and the 100?
Under caution again. Oh, my goodness.
All right. Let's take a look. The 100, I believe, is... Oh, no, it was the... Was that the 9? That's the 9.
Yeah,
we
that's the 9.
We have seen the 9 of Dalton Wilson get into some trouble early on, or earlier in this season. So let's go back. And got the wall, bounced off of it. The 88 was there. Little bit of net code, but
yeah, I think that's just that turn 2 jumping out at you off the corner. You see it again here. There's plenty of time between the corner. I don't know if he's trying to come down to side drive.
Oh, no, he bounced off it.
Yeah,
and the 88,
destroyed.
Had a good car. Had a good car, and I mean, it was a top 5 run, I believe.
Yeah, again, these guys not happy on the radio with the driving of the 9 car. So we'll see what's happening here. Looks like Ryan Whitaker is going to get the wave around. We've got the 99 on pit road getting some damage repair. The 3 of Tim Abril getting some damage repair. So it looks like Whitaker had to serve 55 seconds for no reason when he shouldn't have. So he had a black clear, got the wave around, and that is what's going on with Ryan Whitaker right now. So we're going to take a short commercial break, and we will be back as soon as those are over.
This presentation is brought to you by the Electronic Motor Racing Network. We are a for-hire broadcaster. If you would like us to stream your league, contact DayPaulB661 on Discord, member number 1015. Thank you, and enjoy the race.
Welcome back to the TI Racing NASCAR Cup Series presented by Apex Sage Coaching. Get all your coaching needs. Maybe some of these drivers need to call Apex and visit at Apex Sage on Twitter. to get some help on these ovals. And here we are coming to 1 to green. These drivers working through turns 3 and 4. We've got the 33 on the outside. He's going to get the jump. And we've got second place. Colby Wells going to spin the tires a little bit. He's got lightning on his outside. He slides up the track. Going to lose the spot. Now he's going to have
3
Dylan.
wide. Woo!
As Chris Lewis has a heart attack somewhere coming off turn 2. And the 95 sideways off 4. Going to keep it under him. Colby Wells through to second place. Holds his position off the restart. As the 52 and 95 side by side for third place. Dylan Parker not overusing his tires. He knows this has the potential to be
a 95 is wrecked, and William Anderson, just barely avoids.
What a nice job by the Lightning to keep it under control, not spin out, not collect a bunch of other drivers, no caution. We are still green.
And these guys destroyed. Oh my goodness. That thing's going to blow up if he doesn't come to pit road and get that damage fixed.
As he's on the apron right now, coming to pit lane. Going to have a lot of damage to repair there. As these guys are still under green. Let's go back and look at that. The 57th, I know he has changed his underwear after that one.
Needed a change of clothes, huh? So let's go to the 57's view here.
So you see the 95 get loose, overcorrects, slams the wall, comes down. Williams like, oh boy. Now right here he's thinking, I need some underwear. Oh, no caution. I got to keep going. No time to change. So now you're looking back at the 99 who has a significant amount of damage. What a great job of these drivers to avoid.
The 57, just as we come back, he's spinning out. What happened there?
Looks like he got a bump into the corner. Yeah, the 15 just ran through him. William does a nice job to stay off of everything. But yeah, the 15, and that is our buddy Vainowski.
What's the 57 saying on the radio there?
He says the 15 has something coming to him. So these guys not happy. We knew the tempers would flare on the short track. William Anderson reminded over the radio, race chatter only. So you know he's fuming. You know the 99's hot from earlier. So lots of guys upset, not happy.
Boy.
Yeah, let me jump down and see if we can't get one of these drivers in here.
Yeah, go for it. So, AJ Stravato and Colby Wells are your top 2 right now. I mean, Lightning McCoon out of the race. He wrecked it hard and is gonna have to come back next week. That was a bad wreck. Very unfortunate for him. Colby Wells having a good run. Still working on those 4 fresh tires, fresher than AJ's, but AJ's been able to stay ahead of him, which is quite impressive. Dylan Parker there in third.
And we've got Jaden Porter in the 88, was involved in that earlier crash. Are you going to be able to get back out there, or is that kind of totaled for the race? Jaden, do you got us?
I can barely hear you right now.
All right. Are you going to be able to get back out there with that damaged race car?
I think I can. I gotta get some more damage fixed. I'm down like 20 RPM, but I mean, there's still a long way to go in this race. If pit strategy goes my way and some luck happens, I can probably get back up to the top 5.
All right, cool. Well, you guys are.
Huh?
Yeah, we're losing Jesse there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My internet is messing up, so I apologize for that. We'll let you get back to the race, Jaden.
All right.
Trying to get him in the right chat there.
Got it.
All right, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
Yeah, they were having trouble hearing me in the Discord, and for some reason, my volume inside Discord has been turned down. So.
Oh, that's interesting.
You heard the 88 Jaden saying that he's back on track now, able to keep running. Some more damage he needs to repair, get those RPMs back up, but doing a nice job hanging on with David Stringle right now, giving him plenty of room on the track.
Yeah, David Stringle
We've got
to his
the
inside.
33 AJ Stravato.
Holding off the 45 on those new tires, so very impressive. I mean, AJ is on what, 14 lap or something close to like 14 lap older tires than the 45, and the 52 and the 33 both just pulling away from him.
Yeah, and so you're seeing here the 45 and the 52 trying to chase AJ down. Colby, the 52, during all that, has got around Colby. Has about the same laps of tires, able to get around his teammate. Now he's just trying to keep pace with the 33. They're all going to be working to come down pit road in probably 10 laps or so, 15 if I had to guess.
Yeah, it's definitely some very interesting strategy. When do you think AJ, or how much earlier do you think AJ will have to come in than the rest of the field?
Oh, if I had to guess, I would say maybe right now he's sitting in a
AJ's
Texas,
on pit road
sitting in.
now. As well
And the
as
21,
the 21, yep.
Brandon Alphen right behind him.
So, AJ probably going to take 4 tires and fuel here.
Yeah, I think they'll be able to make it to the end here, so I would expect all of the cars, when they pit, to take 4 tires, unless someone is bold and can run it to 5 to go. It's a big enough gap.
I mean, that's what I would expect William Anderson to do. He's taken fuel only both of the cautions, or on, the 2 times he's pitted. So it's possible that William Anderson might be saving his tires for a final caution, as we've got the 52 on pit road as well. Second and third, Colby Wells.
And I thought they threw a caution when Williams spun, and they did not. So I actually pulled those guys up during green. So I apologize to the 88. I thought they were under caution. And then when I came back to them, I realized they were not.
I wasn't going to say anything about it.
Well, I realized in mid-sentence. So as we've got the 69 of Nick Leo, who inherits the lead over the 19 of Barrett Morton.
And the 33 not quite unlaps himself, but Nick Leo obviously in the lead, as was just said.
And right behind him is the 33 of AJ Stravato.
He's a lap down right now, as he just came off pit road, but working to get his lap back. Nick Leo has kept a clean car. That's actually a pretty surprising tale, if you consider the rest of this past season. He has had it rough the past few weeks.
Yep, in that Jewel Chevrolet, doing a nice job tonight. As AJ Stravato unlaps himself. Now at the tail end of the lead lap, has plenty of pace to catch back up. Maybe Nick and Barrett are going to do the run it long strategy that we spoke about. You're going to try to hope for a caution, or hope to keep these guys having to make up a whole track length and then pit and get fuel only for the final run, or whatever they feel like they need to get. Remember, their fuel run is 40% in the Cup Series, so these guys are going to have to pit before it's over.
One
The
thing I
question
am
is when and how many tires. Yeah,
one
sorry.
thing I am noticing here is that 19 car may have a little bit of right front suspension damage. Take a look at that. Compare that with the very pristine, clean car of the 69 Nick Leo. Go back to Barrett Morton. That's actually quite a bit of aero damage right there. What kind of effect is that having on that car?
Well, it's definitely going to make it tighter than he wants it to be. And if you look at Dylan Parker going by, he's got another clean race car out there. Going to unlap himself.
Oh, what happened to Nick Leo?
I think I saw him get loose in the middle of the corner, so that's going to put the 19 of Barrett Mortensen to the top.
Look at this. 57's on pit road now. Taking his first set of fresh tires. But
As Nick Leo and the 69 and the 99 of Patrick Thompson come to pit road.
and that's going to give Barrett Morton a solid lead over everybody else. He's really loose off turn 2.
And right behind him is the 100 car of David Stringle, keeping that car in P2 right now.
And just inherited the lead by the 19 just coming to pit road now. So it's David Stringle, Jaden Porter, and Jake Vanosky. All your top 3 right now have yet to pit.
So it looks like David Stringle is staying out. The 19 is on pit road.
And
Well is the 9.
57 looking to unlap himself. Needs
There
a
he
lot of
does
damage
go.
repair right there. That 57 is not in good shape. Here comes the 3 as well. He's just unlapping himself. And we have
As
a
the
caution.
19 stopped on the backstretch. Did
Oh,
he get
no.
cold tired?
Oh, he's got a lot of damage. Oh.
Just had made a pit stop.
Oh,
The
the
69.
69! And the 99 got into him.
We had said how loose he was out there. The 69. Yeah, the 69 had made a pit stop, so the 69 got cold tired. You know,
Right
when you
in
go out
front
on
of the
these,
19.
when you go out on these cold tires like that, as he gets T-boned.
And I think we might have given him the broadcaster's curse. We just talked about how clean his race car was, and now it's all completely trashed.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. He had a great run going, and now all of a sudden it's come to a halt after getting cold tires and going. It's just been a rough few weeks for the 69 of Nick Leo. He's had good runs. He's just not been able to cap it off.
Well, we are under 20 laps to go here. What's the strategy going to look like now? That's the real question. As the 2 cars that hadn't pitted yet, the 100 of David Stringle and the 88 of Jaden Porter, they are just coming off pit road. And we are going to have a few waiver rounds, it looks like. The 9 car and the 03.
Yeah, and these guys that have unlapped themselves are thankful they did before that came out. We had a couple guys that had not pitted yet.
Yeah.
So this is kind of throwing a wrench in their strategy as well, because they're going to start behind who is listed as the race leader right now.
AJ Stravato right now.
So it had cycled through. Okay.
Yeah, because the 100 was went to pit road, as well as the 88. Those were the top 2. AJ Stravato was in 3rd, about a half a racetrack back. So when those
That's
two
what
went
they
to pit
say.
road, AJ Stravato got the lead.
All right, and that leaves the 9 and the 03, and it looks like the 99 to get the wave around here when they get the 1 to go signal.
Yes. Like the 19 is just coming off pit road. The 57 is on pit road for some damage repair.
And that-
Are we going to see a real? I mean, what kind of interesting? What am I trying to ask here? That's the real question.
End of the race.
What kind of racing are we going to see?
Get at the end of this race? Is what you're trying to ask. So we've got 17 laps to go. Going to go back green with about 15 laps, and we're going to have AJ Stravato out front, followed by Dylan Parker and Colby Wells, who have been the two drivers that have been on his tail this entire race. All of these guys pitted before the caution came out. So obviously they all stay out here. They've got what they've got. No more tires laying in the pits. So here they are, 15 laps to go. When we get the green, which one of these Drive Business Solution Chevrolets is going to take it to the front? And then right behind them, starting on the outside line, it's the 3 of Tim Averill in that Grublitz Chevrolet, followed by Jaden Porter in the 88, who we spoke to a little while ago, whose car has some damage. This was the perfect opportunity for him to come down pit road, clear up some of that damage, and he's got the freshest tires in the field.
Here we go.
As we got AJ takes off, the green flag's back up, coming to get 15 laps to go at Richmond Raceway.
Dylan Parker got a much better restart that time on AJ. Stayed a lot better, or stayed behind him a lot better. And here comes the 3 to the outside of the 45.
Yeah, the 3's going to get clear into turn 3. Can he hold it on the top lane off the turn 4? He does.
45
so
gets a little loose.
Yeah, put Tim Averill up to the podium.
Now,
guy that's needing a good run.
AJ Stravato has 21 laps on his tires. Dylan Parker's got 19, as well as Tim Averill and Colby Wells. All 3 of those guys pitted at the same time. The 100, 6 laps on his tires. So is the 100 going to be able to make that pay
Dylan
off?
Parker gave AJ a shot into the corner, going to go underneath him. Going to clear for the lead. That was a bump and run we expected to see, as AJ's going to give it back. Gets in too hot. They both go up the track, and that's going to let Tim Averill through as AJ's to the outside of him, fighting back.
Wow.
Down into turn 1. Hard into turn 1 goes AJ. Holding to the outside, going to pinch him off the corner. That's going to get him cleared. He held that line tight around the bottom, made the 3 check up, or dared him to get into him. The 3 thought better of it, didn't want to wreck him, gives it up, and now he's going backwards. Fighting for that 5th position alongside the 88 of Jaden Porter.
What's the 33 going to do in return to that 52 for the bump and run? Guys, I'm sorry I missed it. I am going to actually go back and take a look at that bump and run move, because I want to show everything that just happened here.
Yeah, you see Dylan get in here hot. He gets on him a little bit, not much, just enough to move him up out of the way. And then he kind of pushes AJ up the track off the corner, clears him down. Now here comes AJ back in. He's mad. He gets into him, gives him a little shot right in the center of the bumper, good enough to send them both up the track. Is that one that AJ wishes he had back, though, where maybe he waits a couple laps, gets his tires cooled off from the slide, and now is able to work his way back? As we're back to live.
I think AJ is, he was frustrated. He was using his emotions, and it actually went against him, because you see all that damage that he's got on the front end of that car.
And now he's under fire from the 100 of David Stringle, who we said has the freshest tires. David's going to clear him up into 2nd place off turn 2 in the 88 behind him.
And
as here comes AJ trying to get to that inside, not going to be able to do it.
Dylan
Gets
Parker
a bump from the 88.
Away. Dylan Parker has pulled away to a 1.5 advantage on these guys. Here comes the 88 to the outside of AJ Stravato.
on fresher tires. 7 laps to go. Dylan Parker pulling away
Oh,
all the way.
man!
And they don't. AJ keeps it under him, but you can tell his tires are hurting. Put the Jaden Porter in the 88 up to 3rd place. Now Colby Wells knocking on the door of AJ into 4th. Can the 100, does he have time with 6 laps to run down the 52 and steal this win with fresher tires?
Oh, man, Colby just got real loose there off of turn 2. Here comes William Anderson as well, trying to take advantage, as we're going to go back up to that 100 car, and we're going to see
5 laps to go.
if he can make up half a second on that 52, drives it in deep, but it doesn't stick. He's going to lose some time off the corner.
Yeah, and here we go, coming around to 4 laps left. David Stringle has 4 laps to make his dreams come true in the TI Racing NASCAR Cup Series. Can he get the 52 of Dylan Parker, who has won twice on the season already? He's going to have to drive a perfect race to get around that 52. And remember, this is a short track. If he gets there, he's already watched the 52 move the 33 for the lead. So he knows what the 52 would do. Is he willing to do the same thing?
I think he might be. The problem is he might not have enough car to catch back up with that 52. Drives it in really deep there into the corner, gains a little bit of time, but he's not going to, I don't think he's going to have enough to get there.
Well, and the 52 knows he needs to drive just hard enough to keep his distance for a late dive bomb with 2 laps to go. So here he goes. He's running the bottom. David Stringle up the track, not the fast way around. I think you're right. I think he's trying just a little too hard. Needs to roll that center better, but he is choosing to run that outside line. Going to diamond off 4. Gets a good run as the 52 white flag is in the air. Dylan Parker, 1 more lap. David Stringle, 1 lap to make his dreams come true. Can he do it? He gets a little closer. It's 2 car lengths off turn 2.
Oh, does he have enough to make a bump and run maneuver?
He drives it in deep. Not going to be enough. Here comes Dylan Parker off turn 4. The checkered flag is out. Dylan Parker wins for the 3rd time in the TI Racing Cup Series. And this is what he was practicing. Can he complete the corner? He's sideways, and he does!
Oh my goodness, that burnout.
What a race by Dylan Parker. Moved his teammate out of the way, gets the win. David Stringle, so close, but just short. And here we go. We've got the burnouts presented by Drive Business Solutions. Get your business solutions at Drive. Dylan Parker brings it home tonight, moves his teammate for the win. Can't get over David Stringle's drive. What a drive by that guy. And the 88 of Jaden Porter bringing it home 3rd after getting in a wreck earlier in the race, able to bring it home. Congratulations to him. AJ Stravato, who led most of this race, comes home P4.
Wow, absolutely incredible. So Jaden Porter's already in here. I do kind of want to talk with AJ. I'm gonna see if we can get a hold of him.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, go ahead, Jesse.
Jaden Porter, man, you from wreckers to a podium. Tell us how you did it tonight. Kudos to you for not getting distracted by that to where it cost you time. But I do apologize for that. We'll try to get you in under caution next time.
No, you're all good. I had issues with my headphones, so I had to keep clicking speaker every time I was on Discord. That's the reason I couldn't hear you guys.
All right. Well, 10-4. Well, man, congratulations on that third place finish. Bringing it home. Did you have any trouble on pit road, or have you gotten that solved?
I had that solved today, but that's kind of an off and on thing. It depends on the day.
Yeah, for sure. Well, is there anybody out there you want to thank?
Chris, my teammates Pat and Caden. I mean, just them really.
All right, man. Well, congratulations again. Go get him next week, and let's see you 2 spots better.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Oh, it appears we've lost Jesse. So I am going to go ahead and... Oh, Dylan Parker's in here. I don't know where Jesse's at. Oh, Jesse's moved himself.
Do that.
I was like, what just happened? Hey, Dylan, you got the win, bro.
Yep.
Great job, man. That was an impressive late race maneuver on AJ Stravato. Your teammate performed a bump and run maneuver perfectly, and he tried to get you back, man. What was going through your mind there at the end of the race?
Well, after the bump and run, my mindset was to get as far away from AJ as possible because I know he'd try to get me back if he could, and I think he almost succeeded at getting me. I was just prepared for it. I don't think he was because usually races prior, I don't really try to bump him. I try to pass him as clean as possible. But this race, I saw David coming with fresh tires. I just had to go.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
man,
that
it was
100 for sure was coming with fresh tires. That was incredible, and he was catching you too after you had made that pass.
Yeah, I think if I would have stayed behind AJ for another lap, David probably would have been close enough to make a move. So I think I made the move at the right time.
Absolutely, I agree with you there. You said it was a surprise to AJ. You normally like to pass him clean. Was this a track that you felt like you could do that and get away with it just because the speeds are down? Or is that a move that you might expect to get paid back for going to a track like Kansas or something like that? Or do you expect this kind of be water under the bridge with you guys?
I'm pretty sure that this might just be water under the bridge because it is a short track. It's kind of be expected. I know he'd probably do the same to me if roles were reversed. So I don't really expect anything to happen to me at Kansas. But if it does, I don't blame him because I did bump him. But he can expect something back if it did happen. But it's just lower speeds. I didn't slam his bumper. I just moved him out of the way a little bit. So I don't think it'll cause too much trouble.
It's
Yeah,
short
I kinda
track
lean that way.
racing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I lean that way too, man. Well, you got anybody out there you want to thank before we let you go?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Apex, Sage Coaching, Drive By Solutions, TI Racing, Chris Lewis, and everybody that makes this league happen every week.
All right. Well, we appreciate you joining us, Dylan. It's becoming a regular occurrence, man.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good one. All right. And that was Dylan Parker, your race winner. Let's get AJ Stravato in here and see what happens, see what he's got to say about that. I'll try not to move myself this time. All right, AJ Stravato, man, you come home P4 after that final restart. Teammate says, Rubbin's racing on a short track. How'd you feel when he got into you and you tried to get him back in that next corner, man?
I mean, there wasn't really much I could do, man. I was on older tires. Maybe if we stopped wrecking, every 20 laps, we could get these tire cycles to cycle out. I guess, should have taken 4 tires. Took 2 tires, which was just my right sides, and realized you could only take certain sides. So I guess it was just my fault, but I was kind of sitting duck in that situation. I didn't need to see that caution the way my tire strategy was going to go, but it is what it is. I don't fault him for running me that way, but I can't tell you how many times Dylan Parker's run into me and ruined my race, and how little times I've run into him and he's done something to me. So, I don't know. I don't know how many times it's gonna happen, even if he's my teammate. But I understand what you had to do, but it'd be nice if somebody could actually get around me, properly instead of actually running into me. I don't really think it's that hard on fresher tires to pass, but you know, with his Road to Pro team, maybe he'll figure it out, and him and the guys. So I don't know, just really annoying. But all in all, good points today. Glad to finish fourth. Glad at least a teammate won. But yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear that. I hear the frustration in your voice there. Uh, you won last week. Does that help you going forward, knowing you've got the speed? You've dominated two of the races. Wasn't able to bring it home with late race cautions again tonight. Um, but that's kind of speed that you have week in and week out. Does that kind of let this sit a little easier or not really?
yeah. Just I wish we could win some races, man. If we have the speed and you don't win, it sucks. So it's good to at least be there. But I'm racing. The guys that are beating me are the guys that are winning. So we'll try, but at the end of the day, we got to win. So, fourth is good and good points are good, but it's not enough.
10-4, buddy. Well, we appreciate you taking the time, come in here and chat with us after a race, even with the frustration that you have. Do you got anybody out there you want to thank before we let you go?
Just Drive Solutions, TI Racing, Chris Lewis, and you guys for putting on a good broadcast. Obviously, a little annoyed, but is what it is. You guys put on a good show, and show you got a good one tonight.
All right, we appreciate it, AJ.
Yes, man.
Good luck next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, well, there was the word from AJ Stravato himself. A little frustrated. Sounds like this is something that's happened before.
Absolutely.
And I understand his frustration letting him get away. You never know when those are going to be your last, especially racing guys that are right there with you every single week in and week out. Alan, do you got talk to that team owner and see what he's got to say about those words that were shared?
Yeah, I want. We've got Chris Lewis back here up in the booth with us. Basically a weekly meeting anymore. So you had some teammates get into it. Actually, your top two guys. So, what's the team meeting gonna look like later on this week?
It's not gonna change. I love it. These are my top two guys in my team, and to have them race like they do week in and week out like this, it's not only competition to them, but helps get them a little better. And I kind of enjoy it. It was a good broadcast. It was good, watching it from the booth, and I enjoyed it. They didn't wreck each other. That's the only good thing I can say about it. But put on a good show, and normally AJ before, about a year ago would have won that race. Here lately, Parker's caught up to him. So
Okay. So young gun making some gains, some older blood. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, little 17-year-olds, coming into play now. I'm kind of
Yeah.
enjoying it, and I love to see Parker win these things.
Well,
yeah, absolutely, and that's probably
as
some of AJ's frustration. He's been whooping on these guys. You said about a year and a half, and now they've caught up, and putting them on runs for his money. But his frustration's clear. If you're gonna pass me, you got newer tires. Do it clean. But I agree with
Yep.
you. It's fun to watch. It's fun. He didn't reckon there was. He was gonna slide back. I think maybe not as far if he wouldn't have tried to come back. But racing is how it goes, and you make your decisions, and things happen. But we had a lot go on in this race beyond just that final restart. We went to this format with fewer tires to try to spread the guys out, shorter races. And tonight, man, that just didn't work. These guys couldn't stay off each other. You were an admin tonight, had to make a lot of tough calls. Made a decision when the 57 got wrecked to keep the green out there. Just trying to spread the field out, or what was your thought there? I'm sure he's not happy with the decision, but at some
I
point,
can tell.
guess the hammer has to come down.
yeah, now you've
Yeah.
got your league owner hat on, not just your team hat.
Unfortunately, I feel really bad for him because normally that would have been a caution. But, this isn't iPacing, and I'm not going to throw a yellow after yellow after yellow for one guy sliding through the turn. I hate it for him. It sucks. He's on the bad end of it, and it is what it is. But I don't know what much I can say. If it's just pacing around, it's no fun for you guys, the viewers, and it's no fun for the broadcast team, and it's no fun for me watching it from the booth. So
Right. No, I agree with you. I don't know what could change to make that not happen, other than to say, you guys aren't just going to keep wrecking each other. And if you do, one of these times, you're not going to get a caution for it. So I, from a viewer standpoint, love it. From a driver standpoint, hate it. But as is NASCAR, right?
that's how it goes. I guess they learned tonight, didn't they?
And
I would say so.
They're still talking it up in the Discord. We're not going to get into that too much, but there's a lot of it looks like there's a lot of hard feelings, which is short track racing, but there's a lot here going on.
I love it.
But you know what? They're going to bring that to the track next week, and guess where we're going? Talladega. So,
oh boy.
So these guys are going to have to put their driver's helmet on, have a short memory, get their frustrations out on Discord tonight, and then move on to next week. Because they're not going to have room for error there. If you make a mistake there with no fast repairs, you're going to end your night. So we appreciate Chris joining us in the booth, as always, giving us the lowdown on the team and on finish, and then as well as the league. We appreciate him coming up. We appreciate him having us broadcast this league for him. We're having a blast doing it. Like I said, we're off to Talladega next week, where we know they 2 sets of tires. We don't know how many laps there will be. Right now, they're scheduled for 113, but tonight was scheduled for 250, and we ran 100. So I would expect that number maybe be down around 50 or so. But we've got Chris Lewis to tell us that later in the week. So for Jesse Rathbun and Alan Bledsoe, you are watching the TI NASCAR Racing Cup Series on the Electronic Motor Racing Network. Have a good night.